You are watching T to the M to the IDD.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? T to the M to the IDD. I am out here in a place that I never go, okay? But it's for a good reason, all right? So today we have a shoot, and we are going to be comparing the Nikon Z8 with the Canon R5 Mark II, both of them with 85s. One's on 1.4, one's on 1.2, but we will see which one pulls away, all right? We'll see if there's a difference. I did try to get both 1.2s, but that's a whole nother story. But we are just going to admire the image quality, and I'll kind of give you my impressions based upon that. Now, here, who do I have helping me with this shoot?
The one and only J.A. Lambuku. My name is J.A. The D silent like Django, if that helps y'all remember it. And you guys can follow me on Instagram by name of JADJEYE_. And yeah, you know we here rocking with the vibes with teammates, you know the vibes.
All right, I'm gonna put that in the bottom left-hand corner, and I probably won't say the name because I will probably mess up every time I say nah. But the sun is coming back out.
It is.
You ready to get these shots?
You damn right.
All right, let's go. All right, 1, 2. Perfect. I know you can't hear it, but I'm snapping.
Oh.
There we go. One, two. Let me get a full body. Perfect. I'm gonna come in. Gorgeous. All right, I want you to lean like this. Yeah, and just stay right there for a few shots. I'm gonna get some close-ups. Boom. Perfect. Now lean like on this side. Actually, stay right there.
You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges.
Hold that. Stay in that position and just glance off. Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, now glance off the other way. Stay in position. Boom, and open your chin up. Chin up a little bit and glance off. Chin up, chin up. Boom. Boom. All right, now give me like that right hand in your hair while you look off that way. Yes. There we go. Okay, what's her name? Hold that pose, hold that pose. So what I want you to do, anytime you go into a pose, so even something just like that, we can make probably like 5 or different 10 poses out of it. So if you just stay right there, you could just simply look, boom, boom, boom. That's like 5 different ones right there. And just like dropping your shoulder, bringing it up.
Oh, like
so yeah, so just like minimal moves, different ones. So just like right there, just glance in a couple different directions. Perfect. 1, 2. Boom, and chin up. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. Boom. Yeah, hold that right there. Boom. Take like a little step forward, just a little, right there, yep. And then give me like a, right there, yep. 1, 2. Yeah, that's it right there. Hold that. All right, let me hold that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Boom. All right, now that same thing right there, because that's your light source. That's where you kind of want to have your face pointed. Gorgeous, hold that. Boom. Now turn to me. Yep, right there. Let me get that. All right. One, two. Perfect. That's fire right there. Yeah, that's fire right there. All right. Don't judge my setup, y'all. I got a 10-foot long HDMI cord, but hey, we gonna rock with it. One, two. One, two. Perfect. Boom. Boom. Perfect. I'm gonna get one close up right here. One, two.
Okay, you just finished watching the Nikon Z8 versus the Canon R5 Mark II. I really want to dive down deep into this new camera drop, and I want to get your opinions, especially people in the community, and then especially people who are Canon users. Now, I have used all different types of brands on this channel, and I have used several different Canons. And to be quite honest, the Canon R5 is the very first mirrorless camera that I used for portrait photography. The very first one.
I know y'all been waiting for me to shoot with this. So let's see. I feel like, oh my goodness, this should be illegal that I could press this button and the eye autofocus is just like, you know, I'm just always like this. I mean, I feel like it should be illegal that I can turn around and talk to you and take a picture like that. I mean, it should not be able to happen.
Now, when it comes to this Canon, one question arises where I had to ask each person that I knew that shot Canon, you know, would you upgrade? Would you upgrade? Would you upgrade? That is the biggest question, right? So, would you upgrade? And when you compare the R5 Mark I versus the 2, you see the image processor is better. You got a faster shutter. Really on the video front, you have 8K 60 frames. And then, you know, you have the low light sensitivity, which is a little bit better in this camera. So there are some improvements, right? But you really have to look and see, are these improvements enough to really make me want to upgrade? And so I leave that question on the table for you all to chime in. Given the 2 specifications, would you make that upgrade? Now, diving into this video, I'm not going to lie. It's always a color science balance kind of battle whenever you mention different brands. So when I looked at these files from this Canon and I compared them to the Nikon, I honestly was loving the Canon straight out of camera JPEG files. the difference was the colors. Now the colors in the Canon of the JPEG, they were more saturated, right? That could be part of it. But then also it was like the richness, especially this particular model. Her skin was just so deep with melanin that I felt like those straight out of cameras really did it justice. But when it went to editing the raw files, the Nikons came back in the clutch in terms of allowing me to color grade and get that detail back, because those JPEGs looked a little hazy at first glance. So I was kind of disappointed when I really put them next to each other. Now, there were a few instances where the Z8 did struggle with some backlit shots, whereas the Canon, it did not it did not miss a beat. I mean, every shot, every situation I put it in, it focused. All right. And I definitely should expect this from a camera that is dropping in, 2024. The Z8 is older, and the lens that I use is way older. So it's really a comparison of my current setup that I'm using versus this new drop with the Canon R5 Mark II and 85 f1.2. And what I really wanted to see was, can you see the difference between that 1.2 and 1.4? And honestly, when I'm looking at those images, I cannot really see a difference. Now, a lot of people talk about what can Canon do to bring more to the table. They always joke about Canon being the last camera brand to the party, right? But I will say that technology right now is kind of at a standstill. I mean, I remember about a year ago, I was talking to another YouTuber who told me that when they got in the YouTube space, it was right there where DSLR was making the transition and mirrorless was coming in. And so they were able to ride that kind of wave to boost their YouTube channel. And that was a technological advance that was just revolutionary, right? And when you look at technology today, there is nothing that has really kind of hit that type of pinnacle. And it's been a while since anything has done it. I mean, I just used the Sony A9 Mark III, and that might be, the latest thing that you can kind of put there with that type of wave. So when it comes to Canon, showing up late to the game with this R5 Mark II, you really try to think as a company, what can I put in this camera that all of these other camera brands have not thought about putting or isn't already in existence? And it really does take a creative mind to really think outside of the box, to be like, oh, let's try this tech, and really be innovative to put something that no one has done inside of a camera. And so I think that's kind of the pitfall there, because we are so deep into the technology that we have in our cameras now. It's really kind of hard to think what else. I mean, you see the images. Honestly, I'm going to say the Canon did good, the Z8 did good, but after I did the color grading and the editing, is really hard to say which is which and what lens did what. So it's really hard nowadays. So I think this Canon R5 Mark II, great camera, great lens, right? But if it were me, would I upgrade? If I had the R5, maybe swap out and not have to pay as much. But honestly, if I'm just looking at features and saying, oh, I'm going to upgrade for these features, I probably wouldn't do it as a portrait photographer. It just doesn't offer me enough to really make that jump. Now, obviously, there has been several people that have transitioned, but most people are going to say, nah, I'm kind of good, until you give me something where I'm like, I gotta make that switch, I'm gonna stay right here. So let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts? Really interested in using both of these cameras, but leave the comments down below. T to the M to the IDD. Until my next video,